CDC has identified around 18,000 known and suspected terrorists that the Biden administration let come into our country. These are individuals who, under normal circumstances, would never be allowed to enter our country because of their ties to jihadi groups like ISIS and al-Qaeda. Yet the Biden administration not only let them into the country, and in many cases facilitated their entry into the country.
The director of the National Counterterrorism Center, Joe Kent, would go on calling it the nation's top threat, pointing directly to Afghan refugees let in by President Biden after the Taliban takeover, the disastrous exit. Let's bring in the director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. And director, I think you were probably one of the only ones not shocked by that number. I was stunned by it.
You know, it points to the heightened domestic threat that we face that is not often talked about or addressed, but obviously because of the recent tragedy really has come into focus on how many people have come into our country under the previous administration who have known or suspected ties to terrorists, to Islamist terrorists and jihadi groups like al-Qaeda and ISIS, and how many of those who we don't even know about, given we had tens of millions of people illegally crossing our borders over the last 4 years. President Trump has been very intent on keeping his promise to the American people to make America safe again so that people can feel safe in their homes and in their communities, identifying those who we know are either connected directly to these terrorist groups or those who have ties to them. This is what we're focused on, working with the Department of Homeland Security to identify them and deport them to prevent any further attacks here at home.
I know we're throwing out about 1,000 a week. It was 600 a week, so the paces are picking up. We've gotten rid of 690,000 illegals so far in about a year. Do you know how many of the 18,000 we've tossed, caught up to, and got rid of or jailed?
We are currently working very hard to make this happen. I don't have the latest number exactly, but I can tell you that this needs to happen very, very quickly. Again, I want to point back to that summer and fall of 2021 after President Biden's disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan.